But I kind of want to dive into what the pros and cons we found are in the movie and what we could have done better, you know?
Yeah. So you directed, edited, and shot it. And I think you probably would want to talk about the directing the most. Am I right? Or
yeah, I mean, as a filmmaker, I think I'm getting down being a cinematographer pretty well.
Yeah.
Now, my biggest problem isn't making the shot look good, because I'm pretty confident I can make a shot look good. I mean, there's a ton of shots in the movie where I'm like, good Lord, I'm garbage. But it's how I'm moving the camera. A lot of times it's locked on a tripod or it's moving on a tripod. I need to get to the place where it's the steady pan in. There was no pan. If all of your scenes where we're trying to see how you felt was here and moving in on you, oh my gosh, it could have been mild. People don't even realize you're. So like a basic pan in, we'll just keep basic language.
Yeah.
So everyone knows. So it's like pan in so we can, it's supposed to what you want to feel like how the character's feeling. It's your story. It's Jake's story. Sometimes it didn't feel like it was Jake's story. A lot of time, like I talked to you in the diner, I'm a bad director because I didn't focus on your emotions more than Race's is Tom's. Like I just set up the wide shot, set up a close-up, set up a close-up. Do not do that. Coverage is not good. I believe that fully.
Yeah, and you've said before that you think, or not even. Whoa,
it was right. It was actually after we finished Dreamers. I told you I don't want to do coverage anymore.
Yeah, you've kind of just,
or not. I don't know. Exactly.
I think it was kind of during and after. You've kind of just been like, I want to shoot what I want to use, not have like options to choose from. Have what I know I'm going to use.
Yeah, because I'll do that to you when we film. Like you're like, okay, let's get. I'm like, Sam, I'm not even going to use that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like starting to put it together, which I need to. I mean, it's good to have access footage, but if you do access footage, your direction is kind of taken away. Like as the editor and director, it's easy because I know like what. But like, let's say Joe Schmo, whatever's editing. Or maybe Joe Schmo what was the name of the guy?
John Smith.
Maybe it's John Smith. If you haven't seen last episode, isn't that just
the medical name?
The medical name for like you don't want to say their name or whatever. Is editing, and I have that wide shot. I have a close up on you and a close up of Race. How in the world? Obviously, I'm gonna like be like, hey, I want you to focus in on him, but it does so much more if the first shot's like, okay, let's focus on these two are eating. Okay, we want to feel your emotion. We start here and we move in on you. And sorry about the audio. I got to be a very visual talker to Sam today. Like getting a lot. Like I bought the gimbal.
Yeah.
And I'm so embarrassed that I just don't know how to use it fully.
Gimbals are very complicated.
But that's like something I should be like when I'm sitting at home. It's like instead of like studying cinema and camera movement, it doesn't do me anything if I'm not going to actually do that. Like I know when I should be moving the camera, but if I'm avoiding movements, which creates emotion, movement's all about how can you feel the emotion of the scene. If I'm not doing that, it's like, why in the world am I not doing what I'm studying? That's the whole idea of like going to film school, you're learning and maybe you're doing some of it. If you're not at film school, there's no teacher telling me, Luke, you need to use the dolly today.
Yeah.
It's me being like, okay, it's not even like an energy thing, or I don't think like that either, of like, okay, we're doing this scene. I'm going to set up the tripod and do a wide. It's kind of like when you're getting in the flow of it and like relying on like just whatever instincts are. The whole idea is the emotion was not there. Basically,
with the camera movement.
I mean, it was in certain shots, and like one of my favorite shots is when it starts on the flagpole and does the
I love that
pan.
Yeah.
Like, that was pretty creative movement, or sitting in front of the golf cart creates, like, a dynamic movement.
Which, that's such a funny, if you know how that was done, it's such, like, a funny thing to watch.
This is the secrets.
Yeah. So, basically, during that, we had a golf cart, clearly. Yeah. And so, what Luke did was...
Well, because you got a different view. Because tell me.
Yeah, so basically, what was happening is, I'm holding Luke's leg, Race is holding Luke's leg. Oh, why are we holding your leg? Because you're... entire body is
and that was
hanging
10 minutes
out.
Before. Then we started driving. They're just holding
But basically, you're just hanging out the front of the golf cart.
We might have some video of it.
Yeah. I don't think we did.
Oh, yeah, because the video got bumped.
Yeah, which sucks because that was going to be such a funny angle. But Luke's hanging out the front of the golf cart, and then the owner comes up to me and is like, or us, and he goes, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" We're like,
no, he didn't say anything.
Oh, yeah, no.
It was like his bodyguard, his son or something. I was like, what are you guys doing? We're like, no, we talked to you. We thought he was going to kick us out for filming. I didn't even realize I was sitting on the front of the golf cart.
Yeah, he's like hanging out the golf cart, and he's like, we talked to you.
We're good, man. We're good.
And then they just go, all right. Woo! And they turn around and drove away. I was like, all right, cool.
All right.
I thought he was going to be like upset that we were hanging out the front of the golf cart. He wasn't, but I thought he was.
Just wondering if we were the guys filming with the film gear.
Yeah.
So. But that was, there's a ton of.
I think that is my favorite sequence is the golf cart or the golfing sequence.
The montage. Yeah. I really like it. The music turned out great.
The music's so fun.
Yeah, our composer dipped on us last minute without like any notice. So I just figured it out on my own, and it turned out, honestly, I think as good as I could have wanted anyway. So
I think the music you found was perfect.
I think it fits that jazz. It took a while to kind of get that jazzy feel, which is kind of like the Wes Anderson Bottle Rocket feel, which Bottle Rocket's a Wes Anderson short that he created when he was like 21 or something.
Yeah, he was pretty young. I think
he was
like 21,
I know
22.
he's like in college. That doesn't even matter right now. That's the last episode. But yeah, Bottle Rocket inspired. But kind of diving back into, because a director is, the way I think of it as, is the cinematographer makes it look good. The director is what to focus on and what we want to see. So like if someone was filming Sam and I talking right now, and I was the director, I would point out, I want to focus on Sam.
Yeah.
Maybe we could kind of the cinematographer knows like, okay, we want to focus on Sam.
Here's how we're going to do it.
That communication line is, should we go closer? Should we go away? So being a director and a cinematographer, there's no... It's like,
and with a director, you're also telling the actors what they should be doing in the scene.
Yeah, because you're kind of... Yeah, there's a lot... The director really has obviously the director's directing, and they're in charge of the production.
It's so hard sometimes to describe a director without saying... Yeah, putting in direction with it.
Because I guess direction... I mean, it's like giving pointers, what you should do, you could say. I, as the director, if like I was directing two people talking right here, just me as John Smith, I'd be like, Sam, I want you to focus on blah, blah, blah while you're doing it, kind of let the actors breathe. That was another thing. I know how to direct Sam more than anyone else in the world because I've worked with Sam and been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
And we've worked together doing stuff and always kind of filled in a little bit of the director role of like, this is like just running on pure ideas and instinct. And so I know like what Sam's going for, and Sam also knows what I'm going for.